How do everybody know what, why, and how you're invested? This is extremely important. It's extremely important all through life, not just in your retirement period, in your retirement stage. It's it, it, it's just like the what the five W's for journalism or reporting or writing a book or whatever. Answer who, what, where, when, and why, and you got a good you're going to have a good article or whatever. And I think it's something that all your financial advisors, that ought to be the first thing they teach people. They got that fiduciary responsibility to do what's right in on your behalf. But I think they ought to teach people these three questions. I think well, you look at the what. What are you invested in? Is it mutual funds? Is it real estate? Precious metals? And, and what about it? Is it growth oriented? Or is it value? Is it stable value? Is it like a money market or a CD or what? And it used to be hard to find all this out. You'd have to send off for perspective or whatever anymore. But nowadays you can get all that online. There's no excuse for not knowing what you're invested in. And all three of these are interwoven between the three. They're all dependent on each other. So you got to know the answer to all three of them in order to realize whether you're heading in the right direction or not. But I mean, I can't tell you how many professional athletes or movie stars or whatever have lost a pile of money because they didn't understand what they were invested in. It's like that FTX thing. I just seen a little documentary last night on that, and they had all kinds of celebrities backing that guy, uh, doing commercials for him and stuff. And he had some money people that were up there with him too, and they thought the world of him till it all crashed here a couple months back. You got to delve into whatever you're invested in and see if it fits for you, what it is. See if it makes any sense. I heard decades ago, I don't know, I believe it was before we even got married, I believe, that you ought to be able to describe them three things in a couple of sentences. The what, why, and how you're invested. Because if you can't, you got no business being invested in it. I'm not going to invest in something I don't know nothing about because it don't answer my other two questions, why or how. And your why is extremely important. I mean, are you investing uh, short term? Are you investing long term? You investing to purchase a house. You're investing for retirement and college. All of them take a different what you invested in. You know, you need to make sure your what is correlated with your why in order to reach your goal. Because you got a goal for investing. You just don't invest or save for just to be doing it. There's a reason behind it. Either you're saving up for a new vehicle or a house or retirement or whatever it may be, college. And every investment is not going to fit in that little plan like that, you know. And the how part of it is, I mean, that changes all the time. I mean, you're not investing the same at 25 as you are at 65 or 80. You just aren't. You got a shorter time frame. You got different things. Your life changes constantly through life. Your wants, needs, desires, dreams, all that stuff. It's it's just a constant rotation. Every different stage, you should double check to make sure that daggone the what and the why is, and then check and see how you're invested. Are you too conservative for your desires for your goal? or you're too aggressive to make your goal. Maybe you've already got to your goal and you can shift it to a little bit more conservative approach. All three of them things are extremely important. I mean, I usually check my check them double check all them three of them once a year. But now that I'm retired, I think I'm gonna cut it down about every 6 months. I'm gonna double check everything, make sure what I'm invested in is gonna reach my goals, and that I'm, it's everything. The three are gonna work together. It's extremely important. Now, I always hesitate whenever I talk financial on here because I'm not qualified to advise anybody. I'm just talking about what I've done or how I see it going. So you have to take everything with a grain of salt. And I took the simple long term approach to saving. When I got out of high school, I said, man, I got 30, 40 years along before I got to have a certain amount of money. So I didn't rush at it. I took the simple approach, went step by step. As long as I was making headway to that ultimate goal, I was happy. Simple's not flashy. You don't hear a lot about it. They never do a story or a movie about simple. But simple can usually get you to your goal just as well, or it did in my case, anyways. Well, y'all be good. Y'all enjoy your day. It sure is pretty down here, and we'll talk with y'all later.